There are 3 lines happening simultaneously throughout the piece. There are 33 sections of the piece, all of which are repeated a certain amount of times.
Yeah, it can get quite complicated, so little fingers through the window to kind of keep count is a help, I think.
Yeah, that's me, the whole ensemble. Yeah, just for this piece.
Because when loops are going around and around, it can get very easy to go, is this the 3rd round of the loop, or is it the 4th round of the loop, or where exactly you are?
This piece is by an American composer called Philip Glass. It's called Music in Similar Motion. Minimalist classical music, contemporary classical music. We spent the past 2 days recording all the separate lines so that I can play something on top of it as a live version.
A lot of work, a lot of editing and recording and layering up, because there's 4 parts, but then there's 3 layers of cello per part, so we get this kind of layered string sound. Kate obviously has a tougher job of having to kind of play this stuff while remembering where exactly, is it the 3rd loop of loop 33 or where exactly we are, so yeah, it can get quite complicated, so little fingers through the window to kind of keep count.
Every loop is slightly different, which kind of throws you off a bit because you're not really expecting it. And then as the different layers are added, that also kind of builds it up. Simon Doyle is the guy who made the video. After the first kind of little preview, we had a conversation and I was kind of talking about the tempo of the piece, which is kind of how fast it is, how slow it is. And he's actually managed to sync the video, so it's exactly in time with the piece from beginning to end. So yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, like, having that conversation with him about kind of really trying to sync up the whole thing and getting the tempo and getting the images to match exactly with the speed of the piece. That was kind of interesting, and I think he found that kind of interesting. To try and figure out the mathematics of how to kind of show it like that.
So relentlessly up-tempo, it just really, really drives along, and it's very hypnotic. I think with the images as well, they're coming so fast that they're almost subliminal. The video just keeps spitting out images at a fixed pace. The rhythm changes, but the tempo would be exactly the same the whole way through, so the basic pulse doesn't change.
piece will be performed in the Civic Theatre in Tala, and it's part of a joint celebration of 3 contemporary art form companies. So there's Cushcame, which is contemporary dance, there's Ensemble, which is a theatre group. At Cushcame are going to be doing a little piece of their own, Ensemble a little piece of their own, and then this piece with the visuals. Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be good. So the piece is written by the minimalist composer Philip Glass, who is actually 75 this year. So this is kind of honouring his birthday year. That's kind of an important bit.